What if the most ambitious urban development project isn't even on Earth? That's exactly what Elon Musk envisions with Mars City. A fully functional human settlement on the Red Planet. Not a sci-fi movie set or a distant dream, but a real metropolis built from scratch on alien soil. You know what Musk's goal was? To launch the first crewed missions via SpaceX's Starship and eventually establish a self-sustaining city of 1 million people on Mars. The blueprint includes pressurized glass domes, underground habitats, and advanced life support systems. Energy will come from solar arrays, food will be grown in hydroponic farms, and water will be extracted from beneath the Martian surface. Musk believes that by 2050, humans could be living, working, and even raising families in an interplanetary city. But there's more at stake than just exploration. Mars City represents a plan B for humanity. In Musk's words, it's about becoming a multi-planetary species, ensuring our survival in case Earth faces a catastrophic event. Of course, critics call it absurd. How do you transport millions of tons of material, survive deadly radiation, and make a city function 54 million kilometers from home? But if history has shown us anything, it's that today's impossible can become tomorrow's reality. So, will Mars City be the next giant leap for mankind? Or the most expensive science experiment ever attempted? Either way, it's one of the boldest urban development projects ever imagined. Imagine if the next global city doesn't rise on Mars, but instead on the moon? That's the radical idea behind Moon Village, a proposed international settlement on the lunar surface. Spearheaded by the European Space Agency and backed by NASA, Roscosmos, and private companies, this futuristic concept envisions a permanent base on the moon, where astronauts, scientists, and even tourists could one day live and work. Unlike past moon missions, this isn't just about flags and footprints. The Moon Village aims to be a collaborative hub, combining research labs, mining operations, and even 3D printed lunar habitats. Use moon dust, yes, actual regolith, as building material, reducing the need to ship tons of supplies from Earth. Solar energy would power the settlement, while water could be extracted from frozen lunar poles. From this base, space agencies hope to test technologies for deep space missions, turning the moon into a stepping stone to Mars and beyond. But it's not just science fiction. NASA's Artemis program is already laying the groundwork, with human landings set to resume this decade. If all goes as planned, Moon Village could be inhabited by the early 2030s, making it the first truly off-world community. Skeptics argue it's a moonshot, too expensive, too risky. But proponents see it as a necessary leap for humanity. After all, why limit ourselves to one planet when we can start building the future literally on another world? Could Moon Village be our first real colony in space? The countdown has already begun. Welcome to Oceanix City, a bold vision of humanity's next frontier. Floating, self-sustaining urban hubs designed to survive rising sea levels and exploding populations. Developed in collaboration with the United Nations and the famed Piarka Engels group, Oceanix is no sci-fi fantasy. It's a real plan to create a modular, scalable city that floats gracefully on the ocean. Each Oceanix module is a hexagonal platform that can house up to 300 people, complete with homes, farms, schools, and businesses, all powered by renewable energy and supported by a circular, zero-waste economy. These platforms can be linked together like puzzle pieces, forming entire neighborhoods and eventually full-scale cities for 10,000 people or more. No cars, no pollution, just solar panels, vertical farming, desalination systems, and AI-powered waste recycling. It's an ambitious response to the climate crisis, especially for vulnerable coastal cities like Jakarta, Lagos, and Miami, where flooding threatens millions of lives. In 2022, Busan, South Korea, became the first official site for a prototype Oceanix settlement, signaling a major leap from concept to construction. And, if it works, Oceanix could reshape how we think about land, water, and survival itself. Critics call it utopian, advocates call it essential, because in a world where cities are sinking and coastlines are vanishing, maybe the smartest move isn't to run from water, but to live on it. So, are floating cities our plan B, or the future we should have been building all along? Picture a city built from scratch in the desert, designed not to just look futuristic, but to be the future. That's Telosa, a bold and controversial plan by billionaire Mark Lohr to create a $400 billion utopia in the American Southwest. Build a 150,000 acre city for 5 million people based entirely on equitism. A system where land is publicly owned and the increase in its value benefits the people, not private developers. This isn't just about shiny buildings. Telosa promises 15-minute cities where everything you need, like schools, parks, shops, and work, is within a 15-minute walk. Think autonomous electric cars, solar-powered infrastructure, vertical farming, and AI-driven governance systems. Its centerpiece? A dazzling skyscraper called Equitism Tower is surrounded by greenery and sustainable neighborhoods. Telosa aims to fix the mistakes of past urban planning, sprawl, inequality, and pollution by starting from zero and designing every inch with purpose. Lore envisions a society where every citizen has access to top-tier education, healthcare, and economic opportunity, all while living in one of the world's most sustainable cities. Of course, skeptics aren't quiet. Critics ask, who decides who lives there? Is this just a billionaire's fantasy? Or can Telosa actually tackle the deep-rooted issues cities have faced for centuries? Still, with top architects like Bjarke Ingels involved and a launch target of 2030 for its first residents, Telosa is not just a wild concept, it's a growing movement. If it succeeds, Telosa could redefine what a modern city should be. If it fails, though, it might just be the world's most expensive mirage. In a region famous for turquoise beaches and wild nightlife, a new kind of paradise was once envisioned. A city that breathes like a forest. Welcome to Smart Forest City Cancun. A radical proposal by Italian architect Stefano Boeri to turn 1,376 acres of land near Cancun into the world's first fully sustainable forest city. This wasn't just another eco-friendly suburb. This was a full-blown futuristic ecosystem, home to 130,000 people and 7.5 million plants. The concept was simple, yet mind-blowing. Build a city that absorbs more carbon dioxide than it emits. Trees, shrubs, and vertical gardens would cover buildings, roads, and public spaces, creating a living, breathing urban jungle. Solar panels and wind turbines would power the entire city, while a network of autonomous electric vehicles would ensure zero-emission transport. Even the water system was ambitious, with rainwater capture, desalination plants, and a circular recycling model that would make the city entirely self-sufficient. But this green dream wasn't just about sustainability. It was about proving that nature and technology don't have to be enemies. Boeri's vision aimed to redefine urbanism, blending biodiversity with smart infrastructure to combat climate change and urban sprawl at once. Still, politics and red tape have slowed the project to a crawl. The land, previously owned by a private developer, became the center of controversy, and government support wavered. Today, Smart Forest City remains a blood blueprint, a glimpse into a greener, cleaner future. Whether it becomes reality or remains a gorgeous digital rendering, its message is loud and clear. The cities of tomorrow must live and breathe. What do you think? Suppose your neighborhood wasn't just smart, it was alive, constantly sensing, learning, and evolving around you. That's the promise of Woven City, Japan's boldest experiment in futuristic living, brought to life by none other than Toyota. Nestled at the base of Mount Fuji, this 175-acre prototype city is being built on the site of a former factory. But don't expect smoke shacks and assembly lines. Instead, Woven City is designed as a living laboratory. A fully connected ecosystem powered by hydrogen fuel cells where everything from fridges to traffic lights talk to each other. The layout? Ingenious. 3 types of streets are woven together. One for autonomous vehicles, one for bikes and scooters, and one just for pedestrians. No chaotic traffic jams here, just elegant flows of movement monitored by sensors embedded in every inch of the infrastructure. Houses are smart from the inside out. They'll monitor your health, adjust lighting and temperature automatically, and even alert doctors in case of emergencies. Robots and AI will handle chores, deliveries, and services, while researchers gather real-time data to fine-tune every aspect of daily life. Woven City won't just be for show. Toyota employees, scientists, and retirees will actually live there, helping test technologies in a real-world environment. But behind all this sleek tech lies a bigger vision. Woven City is Toyota's moonshot, not just a new kind of city, but a new way of life, one where cities are not just built for the past, but continuously reprogrammed for the future. In a world bursting with uncertainty, Woven City dares to script its own future, one algorithm at a time. Imagine waking up not to sunshine, but to the soft, filtered glow of the ocean above you. Schools of fish drift past your window, and your daily commute involves gliding through transparent corridors beneath the sea. Aequorea, the underwater city that looks like it swam straight out of a sci-fi dream. Conceived by Belgian architect Vincent Callebaut, Aequorea is a self-sustaining, spiral-shaped marine utopia. Each jellyfish-like structure descends nearly 1,000 meters into the ocean, housing up to 20,000 people. But this isn't just a cool idea. It's a bold response to rising sea levels and urban overcrowding. Made from recycled marine plastic waste, Aequorea doesn't just sit in the ocean, it cleans it. The walls are 3D printed using garbage pulled from the sea, turning pollution into innovation. Inside, everything is eco-driven. Algae-based biofuel powers the city, seawater is desalinated for drinking, and aquaponic farms feed the residents. And get this, these cities don't ruin marine ecosystems. They're designed to integrate with them, creating habitats for coral, fish, and other sea life. It's part city, part living reef. Aequorea isn't just about surviving underwater, it's about thriving beneath the surface. It flips our idea of city living, proving that futuristic doesn't have to mean concrete and steel. It can mean liquid architecture, ocean symbiosis, and a new frontier in human habitation. So, while others look to the skies and Mars, Aequorea dares to look downward, into the blue, where humanity might just find its next great home. What if your entire city were just 200 meters wide, but stretched over 170 kilometers in a perfect straight line? Welcome to The Line, Saudi Arabia's most jaw-dropping megaproject and perhaps the boldest reimagining of urban life in human history. Announced as part of the $500 billion NEOM project, The Line isn't just futuristic, it's radically different. It's a city built up, not out. Enclosed between two massive mirrored walls, this ultra-sim metropolis is designed to house 9 million people, all without a single car, road, or traditional street. Everything you need, schools, shops, workspaces, parks, will be just a 5-minute walk away. And if you're in a hurry, an ultra-high-speed rail system zips you from end to end in 20 minutes. Powered entirely by renewable energy, the line boasts zero carbon emissions and claims to use 95% less land than traditional cities. Vertical farms, climate-controlled environments, and AI-driven services aim to make it the most efficient urban space on Earth. But as impressive as the concept is, the line has its skeptics. Critics point to ecological concerns, human rights issues, and whether something this ambitious can even be built. Yet, construction is already underway in the deserts of northwestern Saudi Arabia. Is the line a dystopian dream or the next evolution of human civilization? Love it or hate it, one thing's for sure. It's forcing the world to rethink what a city can be. And if it works, it could change everything about the way we live. Which futuristic project excites you the most? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and let us know if you'd like to see more stories about the future of urban living.